This is a Minority Report news brief. On the East Side, everybody knows somebody. Somebody who lost somebody. Somebody who still has questions about what happened. You hear the shots, police show up, flashlights hit the ground, tape goes up, and everybody starts trying to piece together a story. And somewhere above all of that is ShotSpotter, a network of sensors designed to hear gunfire, figure out where it came from, and send police to the location. Sounds good. But what happens after the alert? Between 2024 and 2025, Detroit police responded to 24,225 ShotSpotter-triggered incidents. Out of all those responses, shell casings were recovered in just over 12%. And no, that doesn't mean ShotSpotter is 12% accurate. That's not what that number measures. It means officers actually recovered shell casings in a little more than 12 out of every 100 responses. Witnesses were located in just over 2%. First responders rendered aid to a victim in less than 1%. Then you look at what happened to the cases. Nearly 81% of police incidents originating from ShotSpotter alerts were listed as inactive. About 9.24% were cleared by arrest. And remember something, an arrest is not a prosecution. A prosecution is not a conviction. So what happened after the arrest? How many of these cases actually went somewhere? Then there's response time. Gunfire-related 911 calls averaged around 12 minutes. ShotSpotter alerts averaged more than 39 minutes. Now the median tells a different story. 7.6 minutes for 911 and 6.9 for ShotSpotter, which means some extremely long ShotSpotter responses are pulling that average way up. That's why you can't just grab one number because it supports what you already believe. Facts are easy to accept when they agree with you. The real test is what you do when they don't. And the research isn't completely one-sided either. A peer-reviewed Detroit study found no significant improvement in case clearance rates and no significant difference in police travel time after ShotSpotter was introduced. It also found a massive increase in gunshot-related calls for service, and it found a possible reduction in violent crime, although that result wasn't as statistically strong. So I'm not telling you ShotSpotter does absolutely nothing. I'm asking a different question. Is what it does worth what Detroit is paying for it? Because on June 30th, Detroit City Council voted 5-4 to put another $2,058,778 into keeping this program running. $2 million more. And while everybody in the meeting is arguing over who lives where, who's from what neighborhood, who's pro-police, who's anti-police, we're missing the question sitting right in front of us. What else could $2 million do? How many more detectives could we put on cases? How many youth programs, music programs, recreation centers, summer jobs, violence prevention? And I'm not saying any one of those magically fixes Detroit. I'm saying we should be comparing them, because if shootings aren't being solved, then we have to ask, do we need more technology detecting the sound, or more people investigating what happened after it? And this isn't even where the story ends.
Look at this number.
Detroit issued another request for proposal for gunshot detection technology in 2026. 3 companies submitted bids, and the documents even discussed expanding coverage into more parts of the city. So what we're deciding right now isn't just whether ShotSpotter stays. We're deciding what policing in our neighborhoods starts looking like next. More sensors, more software, more automation, more money, and maybe some of that technology helps. But if you're going to put it in our neighborhoods and pay for it with our money, then the people living there deserve more than, trust us, it works. Show us. How many shootings did it solve? How many arrests became prosecutions? How many prosecutions became convictions? How many people got help faster because that sensor heard something? How much police manpower are we spending answering these alerts? And what are we getting back for every dollar? Those aren't anti-police questions. Those aren't pro-police questions. They're Detroit taxpayer questions. This was my first time going to one of these meetings. It won't be my last. Because one thing became obvious real quick. When regular people don't show up, Somebody else gets to speak for us.
We need to know
So
where
whether
this
you
money is
support
going.
ShotSpotter,
Our neighborhoods
hate
are being left
ShotSpotter,
behind.
or don't know enough yet to make up your mind,
What is our money
start
actually
paying
producing?
attention.
We deserve
Show
real
up,
answers today.
read the documents, ask the uncomfortable questions, because technology isn't automatically good just because it's new, and it isn't automatically bad just because police use it. The standard should be much simpler than that. Does it work? What are the results? What does it cost us? And most importantly, could we be doing something better? If Detroit can prove this technology is saving lives, solving cases, and earning its place in our neighborhoods, prove it. But if we can't prove it, then maybe the question isn't how much more money we should give ShotSpotter. Maybe the question is why we keep paying for an answer we still haven't gotten. A new sense. The Minority Report.